Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about why I think uh, support is criminally underrated, specifically emotional support and having support groups. So, listen, being connected to people is extremely important. It's what keeps us from feeling lonely because there is a difference between being lonely and being alone. But, along with connection, a lot of times comes with someone who understands you, and because they understand you, when you're feeling good or when you're feeling bad, that person they can handle it better, because you have a connection. When I feel like when you don't have a connection with people, that's when people tend not to care as much. And then however you're feeling, it may not mesh well with that person, and then they're not in your corner. But having a support group is, I feel like it's everything, right? Because sometimes you're really struggling with life and you just want to feel like there's someone there for you who cares. There's someone who is in your corner, who wants the best for you, who wants to give you advice, who is willing to help you out. And having that person there can make all of the difference in the world. I mean, I'm sure you've heard cases where someone says, there's some other person in their life and they're like, I couldn't have done it without this person. I really couldn't. I don't know what I would have done without them. And that person provided support. Support really can make a world of difference. It can be the difference between someone giving up on their dream or continuing on. Because yes, obviously it's good to have self-motivation, right? You should have a drive to do things yourself, a desire, but sometimes things can get hard, things can get rough, and just having even just one person in your corner rooting you on, supporting you, can be enough. You don't necessarily need a whole group of people, although I would say the more people you have to support you, the better. But just having just a little bit can make a world of difference in, your um determination and drive to continue on. Just a little bit. And the thing is, it's not even always bad. Sometimes you're feeling really good about life. Maybe you've accomplished something or done something great, or even if you haven't accomplished something, you just have something in your life that you want to share with someone. Maybe it's a new hobby, a new show, anything. It's something in your life that you want to share with another person, and it's something good and positive, but you still don't have anyone to share it with. If you don't have that emotional support or that support group or whatever else. That's the thing with a good support group. They're there whether, you know, things are good or bad. It's through the thick and the thin, you know? So they can support you through whether it be, you're dealing with a loss, um, a a new romantic relationship, a new job, a new move. If you're struggling with some sort of like mental illness, I know that one's a little, depending on the case, that one can be a little, dicey. But still, the point is having support really can make a huge positive difference in people's lives. But I feel like it gets underrated and undermined a lot. I feel like a lot of times people, they look for that solely in romantic relationships and overlook it in other relationships in their lives, especially friendships. I feel like friendships really get the the short end of the stick. I really could do an entire video on how I think friendships get the short end of the stick, specifically when compared to romantic relationships. But, the point of the matter is that a support group or emotional support in general can be found in really anyone for the most part. And I think that that should be more accepted and explored than it is. And it's unfortunate. But that's pretty much it. There's really no need to stretch this out further than that. That was all I really wanted to cover for today. If you have anything that you want to contribute to the conversation, please feel free. Hopefully, you got something out of this today. And if so, I'm glad. Hopefully, you will be with me for the next one too. And have a good one.